showed off, so that's it.
I know. I'm just like, that's the premise for the next Zelda game. It's just a combination.
Alternate realities by going through holes.
Yes.
Right.
What's your music?
What was the most, John? What was your most satisfying victory in a game against Chugga?
I don't know. All of them. I seriously don't know. I have not really thought about it like that.
John, who would win in a battle, dinosaurs or the Ice Age?
Well, I mean, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Or no, what killed the Ice Age? The dinosaurs. So yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Dinosaurs won. Any of you guys played Project Cross Zone on 3DS? Yeah, I'm a third through the game.
I'm dying at chapter 10.
I honestly can't get on board with that game.
The game's fun. Really it drags, man.
It's something where I'm just like that. Those games are really, I don't know. They drag quite a bit, and they're really fatiguing as strategy RPGs. It's like playing Devil Survivor, where it's just like, it's not really plotting, but yeah.
It's not even really engaging because there's no real challenge for the first major chunk of the game. You could be the worst strategist ever, and you'll still just breeze through it.
My least favorite thing about Cross Zone is how, like, if one character just gets defeated, it doesn't matter the fact that you can revive characters whenever you want, practically. If just one specific character gets defeated, instant game over. And if you haven't been saving, you'll have to go back, like, 40 minutes.
Yep, sometimes Devil Survivor would pull that as well, and it's just like...
Cross Zone at least has the ability for you to just create a quick save, and then just load that whenever you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't delete itself like most other quick save games do, like Fire Emblem.
Yeah, that's useful.
A lot of hand-holding.
Yeah. John, what do we do with the codes that you've been putting on screen? The codes go into Steam to unlock a copy of Cloudberry Kingdom, but they only work for one person. So if you are asking me that question right now, it's probably too late.
Yes.
Yeah. John, how many codes are given out? So have you given out any more than you have on the streams?
I think I've given out 9 codes so far. Sorry,
Okay.
make that 8.
Okay.
I'll probably give it another one in a minute. John, would you ever do a live stream of Dragon's Crown, and would you let some of your streamers join in if they share the console? And what is your console? I have it for PS3, and maybe, I don't know. I'll think about it. I was kind of hoping Dragon's Crown would come up on the roulette or the fortune cookie tonight, but it was not in the cards.
Hey, on a random side note, do you have the Dungeons and Dragons arcade re-release that was done on?
Oh, that thing.
I have not picked it up. I have not picked it up. I should though.
That one.
I have it on. I grabbed it on Steam, so that is.
Oh, it's on Steam.
It's good.
Yes,
yeah,
it's on Steam.
There's a combination. There's a Chronicles of Mysteria. There's a combo pack on Steam.
Right.
I wanted to pick that one up, but I just didn't. The other game I actually really want to know is something called Charlie Murder, which is a arcade beat 'em up, but with punk music style.
Charlie Murder's not out yet. That's next week.
Is it next? Oh yeah, that's right. It's next week. I still want that though.
Yeah.
I am reviewing all 4 Xbox Live Summer of Arcade games on my channel, so in a couple days you'll see a review of Brothers, and then next week you'll see a review of Charlie Murder.
Yeah, I want that game so badly. Because I played at Taxis and it looks so much fun.
Have any of us ever played or owned a Pokemon Mystery Dungeons game?
I owned the first ones that came out for Game Boy Advance and DS, and I did not like it.
Are they all Chunsoft ones? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're Chunsoft games.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, if you've played other Chunsoft dungeon crawler games, like, what would be good examples of that? The DS. Mystery Dungeon, Sheeran the Wanderer. I believe no, they weren't involved with the ones. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a couple of other Mystery Dungeon games that they've done, which I found interesting. And then, of course, they've done 999 and then Virtue's Last Reward, which is two very different games from them.
Can John do a Lucagen impersonation?
Oh God, what would even be a Lucagen impersonation? There's always like some things that you'd have to. lock onto.
Luca's got like two distinct voices. There's the giggly, kind of having fun voice, and then there's the actual serious voice for like Suikoden.
Well, and here's the thing: like, if you want me to just mimic one specific thing about Luca, the easiest thing for anyone to do, there's always a catchphrase that someone has that's easy to mimic, which is why everyone, when they do a mimic of someone, that they just lock on a catchphrase. Like for me, it's almost always "Move faster, Pokey." For Patrick, it's always like, "Hey, what's up? This is P-Call." For Lucagen, it's almost always "my balls." So it'd be like "my balls" like that, but just more feminine sounding, because I cannot sound feminine.
Just can't do it.
Nope. Sadly enough, I am a guy, so sounding like a girl does not work. You'd almost think that makes sense or something, but it's really weird. Are you gonna get the new Ace Attorney game, and have you noticed the female protagonist looks like Lynn from Ghost? Wait, did that say Ghost Trick? Lynn from Ghost Trick. I didn't actually put that together. I didn't think about that. But yes, I am gonna get Ace Attorney 5. I just need to finish Apollo Justice.
Did you know they actually are now I think it was in Nintendo's Direct.
Yeah, it was confirmed.
Today.
It was confirmed yesterday that Phoenix Light Cross Professor Layton is coming out in North America next year.
Two Phoenix Wright games for the price of one.
Has Jonico seen the trailer for X, the game being developed by Monolith Soft? If so, what are your opinions? It reminds me a lot of Xenogears. I think that's...
A lot of people say it's going to be like the next Xenoblade Xenogears game. John's going to finish Superman 64, eventually.
John, you always sound sassy.
It's just personality.
Thank you, I think. Probably.
Oh, there's a lot of long questions.
2 Doctor Who related questions. How did you get into Doctor Who? A coworker showed me the original series when Christopher Eccleston was still the Doctor. Or the reboot, I should say. And what's your favorite classic Who serial? Ooh, I don't remember which specific serial I like, but all I remember is it was Tom Baker. So. Would you
favorite?
Ooh, no, you go ahead. You go ahead, because I kind of don't want to answer that question.
Favorite TRG moment? For me, I would have to say the Mario parties. Because unfortunately, you know what? Anything could happen in those games.
Kicking Chugga out of my house.
Never mind. Scratch that. That's my new favorite.
John, is there any good game that doesn't get enough publicity that you would want to talk about? There's lots of good games like that.
The Battle Kid games are pretty cool because they're like a homebrew game made for the NES. Like, I have a sealed copy of Battle Kid 2 in box, an NES cartridge in box sitting on my desk.
I still need to get 2. I have 1.
2 was out of print for a while, which is why it took me forever to get a copy of it.
Yeah, no, it's out of print right now, actually, unfortunately.
Oh, come on, John. Okay. Someone asked me, how would I kiss Chugga for money? It would have to be a lot of money. Like, we're talking 7 figures.
And then only in the cheek.
Yes.
Do you have the ability to bend your leg behind your neck?
Let's test that theory. And survey says no. I can get it to the top of my head.
Who is the better princess?
Zelda or Link? I mean, Zelda or Peach?
Zelda or Link?
I was gonna say Zelda.
Link is quite the princess.
Well, when you really think about it, the CDI games.
Excuse me.
I was gonna say Zelda or Robert Kopp.
Robert Kopp is the best princess. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
See now I just want to come up with a fantasy series of Robert Kopp games that basically hits every genre.
Dude, I want Robert Kopp to be a thing. I want that to just kind of be like we have disappointed for when you screw up in a game, because that's the anti-GG. But I want Robert Kopp to be like a recurring thing for these streams now. Because okay, so whenever the stream ends, I have a video clip that's gonna play. Like it'll say stream over and stuff like that, and it has RoboCop in it. I'll be honest. So RoboCop is a big thing for me. So I kind of want just Robert Kopp to become like the thing.
The question is, what is the look of Robert Kopp?
Oh, it looks exactly like RoboCop. It's literally just a RoboCop toy that people renamed.
I want to see RoboCop with like a porn star mustache. Actually,
that is it. That's all we need to do.
That might be Robert Kopp right there. It's just RoboCop with like a porn star mustache.
That is all we need to know. I think we can start with that as our baseline.
Oh my god, there's a Robert Kopp 2 shirt! Oh my god! This looks amazing!
Dude, Link.
Yes, there is a Robert Kopp 2 shirt. That is amazing.
It's got Johnny 5 and C-3PO in it, and C-3PO is crossed over with the T-1000 from Terminator 2.
Oh, that's great.
This is fucking great. All right, I'm gonna relink that in the chat.
Also, there is a Robert Kopp 3 package.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
The link I posted was the link to the actual what me and Sketch talked about where Robert Kopp came up. It was,
Oh no! Oh, I saw.
And there's a picture of Robert Kopp 3 with Special Man as opposed to Superman.
Oh my lord!
See, honestly, this is the thing. Just making characters based on these bootleg names.
Oh, this is fucking beautiful, dude.
It's the adventures.
This is so much fun.
It's the adventures of Robert Kopp and Special Man.
Oh, Special Man's one of my favorite ones. I have that in my folder somewhere.
Robert Kopp and Special Man go get a sandwich at Jimmy John's. Robert Kopp is disappointed by the lack of mayonnaise in his sandwich.
Oh god.
Oops, that's not the sound I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be this.
Disappointed!
John and company, have any of you beat Sonic 06 to completion? I know Rod has.
100%.
I have, but I've not gotten all the silver medals.
I do not plan on touching that game.
I've played about half of it.
Oh, come on. Duke Nukem Forever got a lower score on Metacritic, but everyone talks shit about Sonic 06.
Which is very interesting. I'm not
Because
gonna lie.
that's a bigger disappointment. Let's be honest, we all knew Duke Nukem Forever was gonna suck. I knew it was gonna suck, but I still wanted to play it because it's just like I had to play it. I need a closure on like that 10-year gap.
Yep. Well, it's all honesty. That game was in the worst kind of development hell.
Yeah.
God. That's like rivaling the Ultima series in like bad development on myself.
Well, I was gonna say it's like a good parallel of that would be you look at like another example would be oh shoot, what am I thinking? What would be another great example of development hell? Final Fantasy 13/14. Not as bad, but kind of up there.
I don't know much about 14's development. I just remember that the end product was so bad they had to apologize for it.
Well, they also scrapped the development team practically and began from scratch again for some.
Yeah, I know there is another. I know there is another Final Fantasy 14 in development, which is going to be interesting.
It's coming out like
that's like next week, I think.
Yeah, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, apparently the beta for 14's been going pretty good. 14 Realm Reborn.
That's what I've heard, but yeah. They had to apologize for 14 because it was so bad in release.
John, do you have Pepsi Man? If not, do you want my copy? I don't want it anymore. If you're willing to give away a copy of Pepsi Man to me, yes, send it to my P.O. box. The information's on my Facebook or on the about description of my channel.
Pepsi Man just reminds me of Incredible Crisis, but taking just one of the mini games, adding Pepsi to it, and making it an entire game.
But Pepsi Man wasn't a mini game though. It was like an endless runner.
No, I know what you mean. I know, but I'm just saying. It feels like just one of the mini games from Incredible Crisis slapped with the Pepsi
okay,
logo,
yeah, no, I get what you mean, yeah. Oh, that's another game we need to track down is Incredible Crisis.
I have a copy of it.
Lucky.
I could send it up to you if you wanted to just give it a rundown and such.
I would want to keep it, honestly, so you're better off.
I'll see if I can find a copy of it at this local store, because this place nearby, this place called the Hobby Stop, might have a copy of it.
Dang. I need a good used game store near me. There's never one around here. There's like nowhere to buy used games except for them being stupidly overpriced.
Okay, again, the one thing about this place that I thought was most bizarre is it had freaking multiple Atari 5200 games.
Yeah, they're easy to stock. That's why.
I was just like, why do you have so many of these games? So I'll have to look into that.
Any plans for Silver Surfer Race?
I don't think I could find 4 people that want to do it.
I'd do it. But I'm insane, so.
It's not so much a race as it is an endurance gauntlet.
I don't know. I've gotten to the final world in Silver Surfer. It's just getting past the final world is the problem.
Would Robert Cop go out with Jim Gaga?
Robert Cop feels no emotion except for pain.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is probably why he would date Jim Gaga.
Yeah, exactly. The pain is perpetual, and it is unable to distinguish pain from any other emotion.
Robert Cop is a perpetual motion machine of pain.
Exactly. You know, pleasure is just pain. Pain is just pain. Ambivalence is really bad pain.
I just saw a really good question.
This is an awful question. John, cake or pie?
Cake.
Okay, very good.
Agreed.
Oh damn it! I just saw...
I've beaten Silver Surfer before, and at the exact moment the game ended, my sanity was lost forever. Well, welcome to my world.
Yes.
But would THQ ever do a big tutorial project with the end goal being beating other robot bosses? Probably not.
Sorry, hang on a second. A question just caught my eye. Does TRG plan to play Mario Party 3? We just posted on our we posted on our Facebook today that tomorrow Mario Party 3 starts. So yes, we do plan on playing Mario Party 3.
I was gonna say the best part about beating Silver Surfer is the codes to unlock a harder mode.
Oh,
There's a harder.
It's like
mode?
HARDR, isn't there something like that?
There's 2 harder modes for it.
Of course there is. Of course there is.
I remember when Jason did his Until We Win of Silver Surfer, that he points out that there's multiple codes to unlock harder modes in that game.
Excuse me. John, have you played Oregon Trail before?
Oregon Trail, no, but I believe I picked it up during the Steam sale.
I actually know the guy who did the sound for that game.
That's not what they're probably talking about.
I think they're talking about the zombie version.
Yeah, which is Oregon Trail. Yeah, not
Okay.
Oregon, Oregon.
Okay. Oregon Trail Director's Cut.
Yeah, I have played Oregon Trail, but I've not played Oregon Trail yet.
Okay, I misread the question.
Will TRG ever do side-scroller beat-em-ups like Scott Pilgrim or Dragon Crown?
We just did Castle Crashers. That's a side-scroller beat-em-up.
I was about to say, Castle Crashers counts as a side-scroller beat-em-up.
John, did you hear about the RoboCop statue being erected in Detroit next year? Yes, but I'm actually kind of curious what's going to happen now that the city's bankrupt.
They'll just make a Robert Cop statue made out of styrofoam.
Dude, I hope so. We need more Robert Cop in our lives, man.
Made out of styrofoam and McDonald's packaging.
That'll be it.
Think of the most depressing statue you could think of and make it worse. Robert Cop.
Robert Cop making everything worse.
Now we gotta make up like a voice for Robert Cop to just be there.
Will we all get Mario and Luigi 4 Dream Team? Yes, I am so picking that up.
I've already got my copy pre-ordered.
I'm getting it on Sunday.
It's getting mine on Sunday.
Tell Robert Cop he is prettiest cop now. Robert Cop, you are prettiest cop.
Thank you. I hate myself every day.
I think the proper response is
Thank you. Every day is pain in my life. Beauty is pain.
John, would you ever do a LP of Borderlands or Borderlands 2?
You know what? I don't know how I would do an LP of Borderlands or Borderlands 2, to be honest. I feel like if we ever did that, it would have to be like a from 4 different angles type thing, because Borderlands is not as fun by yourself. It's all about having all 4 characters.
Did you pick up any of the Psycho DLC?
No, you know, I haven't beaten Borderlands 2 yet. I'm still very early in the game.
I know you're so mad, but have you seen any of it? The Psycho DLC is amazing. It's so much fun. Literally, there's a skill tree dedicated to setting yourself on fire.
John, how long after Mario Party 3 is over will it take people to ask for Mario Party 4? It'll happen as soon as the first episode of Mario Party 3 goes out.
I'll say it'll happen before the first episode is posted.
That's just how it works in general. Like people, it's amazing how many comments you get on videos where people during a series, the people that ask you to do another game in the series immediately after that. If you do a Zelda game, they want another Zelda game. If you do a Mario game, they want another Mario game immediately after that. It's kind of ridiculous.
John, do you accept Robert Cop as your guy and savior? Not Lord, not God and Savior, guy and savior. I feel like Robert Cop could save us from a lot of things. So.
Oh, I bet.
Robert Cop can save you from an insufficient loan modification.
I've got an idea for you, John. You can put a GIF on screen, and whoever in the chat comes up with the best caption for it gets the Cloudberry Kingdom code via Twitch message. That way everybody gets a decent shot at it. I think I might...
You'd have to turn on slow mode for that.
Yeah, well, slow mode is on right now, but it's at 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Or unless someone turned off slow mode.
I don't know how to, so...
I still can't find my tools for slow mode stuff.
Will TRG do Nintendo Land?
Yes, eventually. I just don't know how. John,
you'd have to be able to record the gamepad.
Yeah, John, how would you feel if Nintendo referenced Move Faster Pokey in one of their games? I'd feel really weird.
John and Company, have any of us played a Tales game?
I think played a large chunk of them.
Pretty sure we all have.
With the exception of most of the early PlayStation stuff.
The one I played the most of was Tales of Phantasia for the Super Famicom.
Nice. I love the original translation patch that got out for that game.
Yes.
She fucks like a tiger.
Yep, that's from the original translation.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's so... my favorite part about that was just the fact that it was technically one of the largest cartridges ever made for the Super Nintendo.
Wasn't Star Ocean? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Because it had all the VO patch stuff on them. Both those games had extensive voice acting for the characters. Super impressive. It was a 48 megabit cartridge. Jeez.
Ooh, here's a good one. What is the rarest game you own? Ooh.
Oh shit. I actually have a couple of good candidates for that.
Yeah, you guys do. My collection.
I have a copy. Now. I have a copy of Hebereke for the Famicom.
Nice.
Do I have anything else that is of particular note? I had a sealed copy of Rez for the PlayStation 2 that I opened immediately after buying.
Did you at least play it?
Oh yeah, of course.
Good. Rez is
freaking. Rez is one of my favorite games of all time. What else do I have that's actually legitimate rare?
I've got Panzer Dragoon Saga complete, so
yeah,
that's a good.
Which I hate you for.
Yeah, I wish I had a copy of Gimmick, but I don't.
I know that they make not bootlegs or repros of it for here.
No. I need Gimmick for the Famicom because I have the extra sound channels on that. That's like a $200 for just a cartridge sort of investment.
Oh, okay.
Because I have my twin Famicom and I use that to good effect.
I'm not sure this really counts, but I have 2 copies of Donkey Kong Country, but one of them was made in Mexico. And unfortunately, it only goes to the single player. It doesn't do the 2-player co-op or anything. So I have another copy, but it's from Japan, so I'm not sure if that really counts, but meh.
Probably gonna have to go with Earthbound, which isn't that spectacular, but like I said, my game collection is slow.
Owning a copy of Earthbound is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I started my collection last year, so that's the one thing I actually splurged on in my collection. The rest of mine isn't that impressive, except for Chrono Trigger. That one's semi-expensive too.
Ooh, here's one.
John, would you buy a new Battletoads game?
Yeah, probably.
I would.
Do you plan on getting the remastered DuckTales?
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
I personally want to get it because I heard a lot of praise for the original, and since they're with the remaster, it looks beautifully gorgeous. I need to get that. I want to see how the difference between the original and what it is now, but you know what?
The remaster just draws inspiration from the original. The entire game is completely reworked.
Yeah.
No, didn't they say 80% of it was the same and 20% was changed?
Like, if you play through the levels, you'll recognize areas from the original, but the levels are completely rebuilt in a completely different order.
Like, I watched the beginning of Amazon, and it seemed all the same.
Yeah, but then, Transylvania is different, and from other things I saw.
Fair enough.
Amazon is, and all the boss fights are also completely redone.
I have a side question.
Actual boss fights.
Sorry, I have a side question for you, John. Have you ever played Ernest Evans?
Yes, it was one of the challenges at MagFest. I beat that challenge. That was the only unfair challenge I beat.
Oh man, one of the things about that game is it's made by the same was made by the same dev team behind the Tales franchise. Wolf Team.
What?
Yes.
Oh man, that means they also did. Oh shit, what's that game that Retsu Prey did a long play of that was hilarious? That was Last Resort or something like that. It was on the Sega or TurboGrafx CD.
They might have.
The last something. It was like last mission, last.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, that's gonna kill me. Chat, you're probably gonna remember it before I do.
It's a Wolf Team game. I mean, that's the thing. Because Wolf Team technically is the because basically Wolf Team became Namco Tales Studio Limited. Last Alert? I'm not sure if they did Last Alert. Was that Wolf Team?
That's the one. That's the one. Last Alert.
Let's see here.
I'm pretty sure that's Wolf Team.
We'll find out here.
John and Co. Ever played Blaze Blue? And if so, opinions? Yeah, I like it.
Blaze Blue's awesome.
I've never touched that series.
Can't wait for Chrono Phantasm.
Are all of you disembodied voices and a pair of hands? Of course.
I
don't
know
even
I
have
am.
hands, really.
According to Giant Bomb, the developer behind it was Shin Nihon Laser Soft Company Limited.
I thought it was Wolf Team. Maybe I'm wrong.
Wolf Team did Time Gal.
No, I thought for sure they had done Last Alert. I guess not.
There's a couple of other ones. They had that Soul Feast, that was one of theirs. Road Avenger was one of theirs. Final Zone, which is a mecha game. But like they had Ernest Evans, and like that game I watched a speedrun of, and it's remarkable how entertaining watching that game being speedrun is, just because the physics are so stupid in it.
John, have you played Wario World? If so, it's a good game regardless of what you say. I haven't played it, but I know it's made by Treasure, which by default means it's a good game. So
yeah.
Oh, the one I gave you. It's actually, I like it a lot. It was pretty fun. It's a little short and pretty easy, but it's fun.
The other cute thing, though, I'll mention, John, is the fact that the music in the game is pretty cool. But then again, since it's a Wolf Team game, the music's done by Motoi Sakuraba. So, just like all the Tales games. And Star Ocean games.
John, what made you want to be so informational in your videos? I don't know. Just felt like it was the thing that made me stand out, I guess, a little bit better.
John and Company, ever played an OGN game? Yes, I own like 3.
Yeah, then we talked about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go for 4 more minutes, and then we'll call it for the night.
Okay, John, what do you want Mega Man's Final Smash to be?
Just Metal Blade. That'd be kind of funny. No,
I want the super adapter.
The suit.
Like he dons the super suit, and then he gets a homing punch.
I just think the one-shot uppercut that you get from one of the.
I wanted to become the Hyper Mega Man from Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. That'd be hilarious. Hyper.
Go ahead.
John, who would win in a fight? Kenshiro, Wesker, or I can't even see the third one. Or Robert Kopp. Or Robert Kopp.
Robert Kopp would lose in the first round,
yeah,
but would still end up winning by technicality by the end of the fight.
Robert Kopp would lose the fight, but he could not die because he's Robert Kopp. So
that's right.
Kenshiro would be the actual physical winner, but then he would just let Robert Kopp live.
I thought it was gonna be like Kenshiro, Wesker, or an egg. It's like...
Oh, it would have been the egg, obviously.
The egg would have won easy.
John, wasn't your Superman 64 Let's Play inspired by research indicates Trespasser? Yes, that is correct. I watched that LP, really liked what he did, and that's how I wanted to do Superman. But I liked how Superman was when I worked on that, so that's why a lot of the other ones have kind of carried on that aspect.
John, you still get loads of hate mail from Chugga fans.
It depends, really. TRG lately, the comments in TRG have been more pro me and against Chugga, which has been kind of interesting.
Is it been recently in the Castle Crushers Let's Play?
Well, before that, I noticed the comments on like people have been super upset at Chugga for like being Chugga, which is really all that you can be.
John, what is a man?
A miserable pile of secrets, but enough talk. Have at you.
And then you died from a cup flying at your face.
Someone keeps asking, what do I like in a girl?
I
I like
boobs.
Organs.